Camelbak, yeah, that one, the hydration pack company that's been around for years. Well, they just dropped a new range of bikepacking bags. And after testing them over the last few months, I found what I like and what I don't. Let's get into it. Camelbak was founded in 1989 by Michael Eidson, who devised the idea during a bicycle race in Texas. So he rigged an IV bag, filled it with water, and put it in a tube sock, and then attached it to a hose, which he then pinned to the back of his jersey. So this makeshift contraption eventually evolved into the first Camelbak hydration pack. Since then, Camelbak has become a prominent name in the outdoor and sports hydration market, and in 2015, Vista Outdoors purchased Camelbak for a whopping $412.5 million. Vista Outdoor owns a variety of other cycling and non-cycling related outdoor brands. All right, so before we get any further, I just want to take a quick moment to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Salsa Cycles. Salsa Cycles just launched 2 new adventure-focused e-bikes in the gravel space. Confluence is their lightweight gravel e-bike with M.U.L.E hub drive system that looks just like a regular bike. And Tributary is their rugged off-road adventure e-bike with a Bosch mid-drive system that delivers more power and range. So if you're ready to charge your adventure with these new e-bikes, head to salsacycles.com, or you can click on the card in the top right corner. So while Camelbak still specializes in cycling-specific backpacks and hydration bladders, they also have expanded their lineup into water bottles, lifestyle backpacks, coolers, and now bikepacking bags. And it's a natural progression, but it's also kind of a step away from on-body packs and bottles. Keeping with their long-standing M.U.L.E name, which stands for Medium to Ultra Long Adventures, Camelbak officially launched their M.U.L.E on-bike bags today. This includes the M.U.L.E 9-and-1 saddle pack, small and large frame pack, handlebar pack, and stem pack. So for the most part, these bags are made from an EcoPack fabric featuring a PFAS-free DWR coating. So what that means is, well, they repel water, but they don't have that toxic DWR coating, which is great. All of these bags are water resistant and come in this gray colorway with some blue accents. Maybe a few of you know this, but Revelate Designs and Carousel Design Works first thought up of this thing, the seat pack, back in 2008. And it's safe to say that they have continued to inspire seat pack designs today. So this design that I have in my hands right here, well, it's nothing that we actually haven't seen before. The 317 gram bag comes with some reflective bits on the back. On the underneath side, you have a more durable nylon to handle some tire rub if you do find yourself with limited tire clearance. And then installed on the top here is an overflow bungee cord for, say, layers or something like that. While they do have a 1-liter capacity bag, of course, I'm not going to be able to bike pack too much with that. So I tested the 9-liter capacity bag, and it ended up fitting my 20-degree sleeping bag, sleeping pad, down jacket, wool socks, and boxers. I'd say it's a decent size, but some might be looking for maybe a little bit more space, me in particular being one of them, as I definitely wanted to throw one more item in here, my down pants, but I couldn't do so. So to maximize the packing, you will want to remove the bag from the bike to pack it, but it's actually super easy to pack and install. The bag does come with compression side straps, as you can see here, which definitely help compress the contents inside the bag. Then it comes with some saddle straps that can be compressed with the finger loop straps and lock into place with the buckle locks. You can certainly tell the buckles Camelbak used on all of their bags are definitely flimsy and cheap. And sure enough, by the end of my test period, I was actually trying to tighten down the seat rail system. And in the process, one of the locking buckles totally exploded on me. So yeah, that was kind of a bummer. And while that wasn't something I was initially worried about, I was worried about the triangle kind of bar tack connection point for the webbing strap on the top of the saddle pack. It certainly seems very minimal and not anchored to a larger area on top of the bag. And in past experiences with similar setups, failing prompted me to carry an extra strap as a precaution. However, it held up without any issues. So I ended up also using the seat pack with a dropper post, and while it does not come with a dropper post clamp to clamp onto the post itself, I used the handy Wolftooth Valet, which worked great. Overall, the seat pack worked great until that buckle broke, remaining very stable while riding some, I'd say, hero gravel, pretty smooth gravel, and a rugged 2-track. Moving on to the frame pack here. The frame pack comes in 2 sizes, a 4.5 and 3 liter version. I tested the 4.5 liter version, which has a dimension of 18.9 by 7.1 inches or 48 by 18 centimeters and a width of 2 inches or 5 centimeters. It also comes in at 225 grams. The half frame bag is somewhat of a rectangle shape that kind of tapers down towards the deepest part of the bag near the down tube. The bag has an abundant amount of attachment points for the provided 1-wrap straps to secure to the frame. All right, so the highlight of this bag is the zipper layout. Not only does it come with 2 zipper pulls on the top zipper to open from either end, but it also has a zipper that parallels the down tube, which allows you to really open the main compartment to fit bulky items like, say, a stove kit. So while I really love the zipper design, I wouldn't say I like these small coil zippers. They're bound to blow out eventually and have already begun to glide slowly. Inside the bag has some nice small kind of mesh pockets to store smaller items, and at the top here you have a hydration hose port. On the non-drive side you also have a small kind of map pocket with another undersized coil zipper with a zipper cover, unlike the drive side. Overall, the frame bag is solid and bigger than most half frame bags out there, which I definitely appreciate, but it would be even better if they added more of an oversized, say, molded tooth zipper to the bag. Both frame bags come with their quick stow 2-liter hydration bladder, and this bladder comes with a hydration hose and this kind of lockable sipping cap, which I actually found to be more useful than the hose, just taking the bladder out and drinking it this way instead of kind of having gravity work against me. And while I didn't use it, the bladder is compatible with Life Straw filters, which is convenient. So overall, the bladder fits rather nicely and is shaped to fit inside that frame bag and is just an excellent use of space, and it packs down really nicely when empty. Although there was a little bit of side-to-side movement when I had that 2-liter bladder filled, it never really bothered me all that much, and I also didn't notice any knee rub, which is nice, but it was wide enough to kind of make good use of the space. Including this 2-liter bladder, I put a bunch of stuff in there, including my stove kit, some snacks, and some other small items. All right, so when I got my hands on the Handlebar pack, I was excited. It was different, especially for a large brand to launch its first set of bike packing bags. So Camelbak impressively fit 12 liters of storage capacity in a top-load, roll-top closure bag that works between some pretty narrow drop bars. The bag comes in at 408 grams and measures roughly 10 by 17 by 5 inches or 25 by 43 by 13 centimeters. There is an aluminum stabilizing bar at the back that not only helps kind of move the load away from the bar so that you can actually use that top of the drop bar, but also helps kind of stabilize that load. So attached to the stabilizers are 2 pieces of 1-wrap to attach to the handlebar, followed by some kind of volet style straps to secure the bag to the bar. I guess the odd part of the stabilizer bar kind of depends on the stem shape. It will likely rub or sit against the stem. As you see, there's some marks on this bar here. So Camelbak installed a bungee to attach to the fork crown or head tube, and while the bungee allows the bag to kind of turn from side to side pretty freely without any kind of resistance. But the problem here is because it is a bungee, there's always going to be a little bit of movement. In fact, it does not secure down the system all that well. There's also the same kind of bungee system near the top or above the stabilizer bar, which according to photos on their website attaches around the handlebars again, which definitely seems, I'd say, redundant and unnecessary, but the installation was confusing and not all that straightforward. But once it was on, the packing process was easy as the roll top bag opened wide, allowing me to quickly pack my belongings. So I packed a one-person MSR Hubba Hubba bike packing tent with those shorter 12-inch poles, and they packed perfectly in here. I also packed my down pants, long sleeve layer, my Yeah Nah hat, my DJI Mini 3 drone remote and extra battery, and I could easily fit more in there. Once you do have all of those belongings in there, you roll the top down, clip the 2 compression buckles at the front, and then compress the system with a tug of the 2 webbing straps. There are 2 compartments outside of the main compartment, one zippered compartment and then a mesh compartment where I ended up packing a dehydrated meal and sunscreen, but you could easily throw a water bottle in there or something like that. Overall, the bag is super convenient, and I opened it a bunch throughout the day to take out my drone and throw my layers in once it warmed up. This bag would be great with a few tweaks, such as improving that head tube kind of fork crown attachment point. All right, so Camelbak also launched a stem bag, as you see here, a simple, no frills, 59-gram bag that comes with a daisy chain around to fit to your bars and stem, and a bungee and cord lock hook to attach to the fork crown or head tube. The webbing strap that actually holds the bungee in place actually ripped after my first ride, clearly a manufacturing defect as it really saw no stress at all. It also has a bungee and cord lock to hold your bottle tight or in place. However, the cord lock is really hard to actually loosen up, so putting the bottle back in is really challenging, but on the upside, it stays in very nicely. Although Camelbak's bike packing bags may not stand out as exceptional, they mark a promising beginning for Camelbak. They boast some distinctive features that set them apart from other mass-produced bags manufactured overseas. And in this case, these bags are made in Indonesia. However, implementing certain adjustments, such as upgrading the frame bag zippers, enhancing the bungee system on the handlebar bag, and adding robust buckles and reinforcing high-stress areas could significantly improve their appeal. So speaking of value, the seat pack comes in at $90 USD. It's pretty bare bones, but that seems appropriate for the price. The $150 USD 4.5 liter frame pack is on target with many higher end packs in this category, but you could also get a made in the USA outer shell pack for $90 USD. However, the Camelbak frame pack comes with that hydration bladder, but it does seem maybe slightly overpriced. Moving on to the handlebar bag, I really like this offering, and it works really well for bike packing and would work really well for commuting, and has a decent value at $100 USD. And finally, the stem bag is $30 USD, which is very basic compared to, I'd say, the $60 USD Mountain Feed bag from Revelate Designs, one of the best stem bags out there. So, what do you all think about the new range of Camelbak bikepacking bags? Worth it? Not worth it? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and if you like what you saw in this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And if you want to help support us a little bit more, you can by signing up for the Bikepacking Collective. The Bikepacking Collective is a yearly membership that offers a lot of awesome things, including industry discounts, monthly giveaways, and the twice yearly Bikepacking Journal. So to learn a little bit more about the Bikepacking Collective, you can click on the card in the top right corner, or also follow the link in the description below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, pedal further.